everyone. Today's topic is composition of function. In this topic, we have to learn about the two components. First is composition, another is function. Function is familiar for us. We have learned about them. What is function, types of function, how can we define the function. The important part is to define composition. Composition word is used in all those cases where things, more than one things are imposed. In case of function, obviously, we should impose more than one function of same nature or different kind of nature. So, before going on that, we should adopt any two functions. Say, the first function f defined from a to b, and another function g defined from b to c. These are the two functions we have earlier defined it. And our job is to find out the composition of them, how the composition of function will work. See, here is the first set and another set B we have. We are moving on from through the first function f. This is set A and it is set B. We are having the element x in a set A. Under the function of f, we are moving on up to set B in term of fx. Now the x come in the form of fx in the set B. Through this B, we have another a function g defined it from B to C. Here is, this is C. What the role of g? G will pick the element of set B itself and moving ahead under the operation g up to the C. That is the role of g. But in case of set B, we can see few elements also having in type of this fx. And this portion, what I am going to shade it, that portion will define the range of very first function. That means to say range of f. The g function can pick the element from this side as well as the outer boundary. That means to say this portion will treat it as domain area for the function g. As well, this shaded portion shows the range of the function f. Previously we have defined it. So there should be a close connection in between both the things. The domain area, this portion is known as what? Domain of g. And this portion is what? Range of f. So there should be a close relation in between them. That means to say range of f and domain of g. There should be a relation. And what kind of relation? That relation will establish the bonding between f and g both, and it will create the composition of function. What should be the bonding in them? Then I can say the function. Now the joint juncture is what? First we are having function f, another time we are having function g, and if we are having a function from a to c directly, that will be the combination of these two functions f and g together. That means to say I can say it is GOF, and this GOF function will define as composite function because it's a composition of two functions g and f as well. First we are operating f, after then we are operating g. So combined function is GOF, and this GOF will define from a to c. The impact on x, if you are placing this GOF, that will be operating with the function f as well as the g, and it will come directly to the elements of c. So GOF will exist from a to c. The important thing I am going to discuss is in which condition that GOF will exist, and the condition lying in that. In these two connectivity we have to establish, and the connectivity shows what? GOF will exist if what? The range of very first function. The range of very first function is a subset of domain of second function, means g. If this holds, then GOF will be exist, and then after we will calculate the composition of function. Another term, if anybody says if f of g exists, f of g will exist, then the condition should be, the condition is very clear. The first function going to operate is g, so that part should be range. The range of g should be subset of domain of f. That condition should hold. If these conditions hold, then after your f of g and GOF, both the functions will be adjusted, and both the functions will be in an adjusting form, and then we are able to get them. So that is the basic condition for existence of composition of two functions, that is GOF and f of g. Now we have to calculate them thoroughly by using some examples. Say I have an example, function f defined from R to R such that fx equals to 3x plus 4. Another function g defined from again R to R such that gx equals to x plus 6. And our job is to find out the composition of function. Mean to say that is GOF of x and FOG of x. Through this example, I am going to clarify you how they will be operated to each other. So first of all, I am going through with the GOF of x. How we can calculate the GOF of x? Just see. In case of GOF of x, first of all, this x will operate with the f and g will be outside. So inside portion will be g on fx. Now in place of this fx, I should place the value of function of x that is already given, that is 3x plus 4. So I should place it 3x plus 4 here. That's the value of function of x. Now this combined value moves up to g. Here is the function of gx is this. In place of this function, in place of this x, I should replace the entire portion in place of x. That means to say this should be subjected as such. So there is 3x plus 4 plus 6 and then simplify it is 3x plus 10. This is the value of composition function of GOFX. In the similar fashion, we are able to get FOG of x also. So we can do that also. See, if FOGX is required, then what should we do now? If FOG of x is required, then this x come to g first. So f will be outside and inside portion will be gx. Now in place of this gx, I should substitute the value of gx, that is x plus 6. So there should be x plus 6. Now this x plus 6 jointly move on with the function f. In the function fx, in place of x, I should replace the entire value. So this should be 3 into x plus 6 and plus what? 4. Now I should simplify. That should be 3x plus of 18 plus of 4 and result come to us 3x plus 22. This is FOG of x. So we are able to get the value of a GOFX as well as FOGX in the same manner. When the question comes for the composition of function, we should go ahead like this. Otherwise, that is the two different kind of function. That may be possible. Their same kind of function may be there. For another example, I have say let fx equals to 1 upon under root of 1 plus x square. And the question come to us of FOF of x. They are the same functions operating on each other. And our job is to find out of that. So how we can do this? So FOF of x can be written as f of fx. That means to say, in place of this fx, we should replace the same value exactly. So f is here 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now this entire portions react again with the function f itself. So we should study the function f thoroughly. Function of x is given by 1 upon root of 1 plus x square. Mean to say, what the value you are having here, the square of that portion should be used there. I should use the same. In place of this x, I should use this entire portion. So I should replace the thing exactly. So further, now FOF of x will be, this value should be good there. So 1 upon under root 1 plus squaring of this entire portion, that is 1 by root of 1 plus x square and the whole square. What I did, I just simply replaced the entire value in place of x here. Now just simplify. 1 upon under root of 1 plus squaring of that is 1 and again it is 1 plus x square. Now we have to simplify. That's all about this FOF. So this is 1 upon under root of, this term comes here, 1 plus x square plus of 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this should be 1 upon under root of 2 plus x square upon 1 plus x square. That's the value we have, FOF of x. So this is the joint junction of two functions. Not only two. In case of composition of function, we can operate 3 functions 4 times, 5 times, 6 times as much required. Compositions means a simple message. You have to operate the function in sequence order. We have the need of. That's all. Thank you.